A star within sight of me. So we got booty blasted. Now we're back into shore. Master, so you realized. Ah, I'm so glad, Chamasu, you're still alive. Well, the fact that we didn't disappear right away proved that you were still pimping, but we still were worried, quite worried about you. Wait, why are we on a ship? And how did we escape from the Ryugyu Castle, aka Dragon Palace? Huh? So they not? It's that, you see, is because of her. It says before we got consumed by the great turtle, right? The great turtle. Both of those used the jewel tide, the jewel tide of ebony, which is to take away, right? They used the jewel tide of takeaway to help us get away. So essentially, those two used the power to push us outside. It says luckily we were able to escape up shore without being crushed. But Seabolt and the those two and Seabolts were dots. It says don't worry. Hibiki and Chikagi they're both perfectly fine. You know why? Because we trust them. Simultaneously, we kind of felt their existence during Chapter 7, so we're perfectly fine. Trust them, chat. Trust them. I bet Mr. Seabolts and the others are fine, too. What? What do you mean by that, Musta? Can you elaborate just a little more? Anyway, where's the ship coming from? Where did this ship come from? Hi, it's me. Yes. Oh, hello. I pulled. 私がどんぶってまいりました. I came as soon as I felt it. ぶっとってまいりました. So yeah, essentially, I plundered it as fast as I could. Miss Otohime, I never knew ship could get plundered so easily. It says there's no schemes or anything whatsoever. My amazing crocodiles did all the work for me this time. Wani, crocodile, crocodile. Yes, yes. Good work on your crocodile, crocodile. Well done, well done. It says when it comes to engineering these ships properly, these guys are experts at it too, huh? I gotta ask, what are they truly? What are they really? They're sharks, but they're also crocodiles. It says, of course, do not worry. I've left, you, right, Odu, I left enough protection so she can be protected enough men to protect essentially Seabolt's wife, right? Seabolt's wife. So please do not worry about her as well. Otoshi! Damn. She's good. Those are sharks. Well, they're crocodiles because they claim to be crocodiles. It says, my goodness, it really did help us out here. Yeah, you really helped us out. us getting ejected into sea of middle of nowhere would have been quite problematic, you see. I thought we were goners. But I gotta ask, how were you able to get to us at such a convenient timing? It says during the Dragon Sea Palace. I've noticed that in the center focal point, the sea started to become quite erratic, and I felt the disturbance. Yeah, I felt the disturbance of ripple nearby. It says because of this, I jump into action to try to save Protag. I try to save Protag as fast as I could. However, it says from the situations that I've noticed, my Dragon Palace has been lost. Can I take that as a correct? I'm sorry, Otohime. I couldn't stop them. No, that's perfectly okay. After all, that castle, in reality, it should not have existed here in the first place. Now I must ask you, what are we going to do after all this? I believe that our ship is not well equipped in firepower to fight such gigantic monsters, but it says first, we must get back to Dejima ASAP. We're gonna be tactically retreating. We need to come up. Yeah, we need to come up with a plan as fast as we can to take care of this once and for all. Isura and the jewels. Simultaneously, even the Holy Grail now has been handed over to Umisachi-hiko all by himself. We need to figure out how we can fight him in a situation like this. There's got to be something. Some way, somehow. Think, Waver. Think. Then it's best to throw yourselves off board, no? If you were to ride on thy shoulders, I will take you to the Haha no Kuni. And in here, chat, he specifically says Haha no Kuni as in the land of mother, but the kanji is spelled as the land of the null, right? Essentially, it's considered as the underworld right here, right? So he specifically says, "You'll ride my back, and I'll take you to the country of Hahanok." However, once you arrive down there, you will never able to resurface ever again. Iwabune, no, this is Umisachi-hiko. Hey, are we? Yeah, isn't this like a monster movie at this point? I knew it. He wasn't gonna let us get away that easily. Waga, Higan no Seijuku. そのために必要なものはすべて揃った。In order for my failed ambitions from before, everything, everything that I needed is all set in plain. All I must do is accomplish it. That is all. But, in order to do such a thing, and while I am doing such feat, for you all to interrupt me would be quite nuisance. What are you trying to do, Misachiko? What's your plan? I, when summoned with these two jewels at hand to begin with, I had an interesting idea, quite thought in my in the noggin as an entertaining factor. However, I was not able to freely manipulate the tide jewels, the sacred jewels, as I needed or as it needed to see fit. Because when I opened the door, what came out was none other than this monster. It says, yeah, it's a calamity of a monster. That child, right? Remember, a child technically sealed that thing on the other side. That child sealed the calamity of the monster. But now within my hand, I have the sacred jewels once more. These two, and the maidens that can open any gate. And on top of that, a holy grail within my grasp. And with this, そしてこの地はいわば閉ざされた国における最大の門だ。It says this land. It is essentially the biggest gate that was closed upon thy country. たとえすべての門をよいえば、平成宮本の道は閉ざかれよう。わしは大和田罪神のもとへの導き、この身の Oh, he actually want to go back to Umisachi-no-hime Gokyo, so so yeah, he wants to go to essentially the Hungjung Caves, which is the yeah, right now he's trying to get the Dragon King going on here. And Dragon King is Liu Jing. Liu Jing is supposed to be Owata, and then he is trying to get to its castle, right? Essentially, the another word for Dragon Palace is where the hell is it? Yeah, Watazumi Mikyo, which is Watazumi Mikyo. Essentially, it's his version of the Dragon Palace, right? So his entire accomplishment right now, Umisachi-hiko, this guy, wants to essentially open up a gate to the Water Dragon's Palace, right? Water Dragon's Palace, which is his Water Dragon's Palace, right? In order to see the god, or aka the deity, that put upon the curse on him. So that's why he specifically says, I needed the gate, I needed the jewels, I needed guidance, and I needed power. And Umisachi-hiko in this voice specifically states that with the gates able to manipulate what I want, the pathway to the Watatsumi Palace, right, aka Dragon Palace, will be opened and for me. I will go in front of once more to Owatazumi no Kami, which is the water deity of the god dragon, aka dragon god of water, which is dragon god, Yujin. And I will dispel the curse that was bestowed upon thee during the ages of the gods. So, in order to make this happen, I will connect the world of reality and I will connect the worlds of here and then, essentially stating that he is about to connect dimensions, right, through a door, which in a weird way might actually be a great hint towards the fourth magic. Not. What? Are you ridiculous? Do you know what you're actually trying to say? During the ages of the gods, everything and anything is completely different in caliber. You do realize that, right? And the fact that you're going to create a connection between the worlds? That's impossible. That's ridiculous. Do you not understand how much of an effect that this current world will take if you were to re-invite the ages of the world, ages of the gods within our realm? Otohi, in how bad is bad are we talking here? I have no clue, if you were to ask me even. It means that this minute singularity point would truly become an actual major singularity point, a real singularity point, and even worse, you can even count on that to be the case if it were to connect it. Perhaps that might be true. However, it's like if I care. Perhaps maybe when my ambitions were to come true, perhaps I'll disappear. Perhaps I'll eradicate it. I'll do whatever you like to solve the creation that I've left behind after my feat has finished. That's ridiculous. We're not gonna let you make that happen. Ah. Yes, those eyes, Karudeano Master. Your eyes, frail one. Huh? Those eyes. Without a shadow of a doubt. A strong will with ambition. Without falter. If you were to escape here yet again, I know I will see you in front of me once more, over and over again. If that's the case, I must not take you lightly and render you asunder this instant. I do not need an aftermath melancholy of dumbfounded opposition to take the reversal. A problematic situation must be solved this instant. Ah! Watch a bit. この腕あんままともに食らったら it says, this is not good. Oh shoot! If this ship even takes a hit, if we even takes a direct hit from that turtle even once, we'll... Full throttle, crocodile! Show your guts, crocodile! We'll pull this off, crocodile! Whoa, whoa! Wait, they're using their own legs to maneuver the ship on their own? Are you trying to get, Yeah, did you move this ship just like that off the shore up till now? Whoa! Currently, we're gonna go straight to Dejima right away. At land, I believe we'll have more advantageous on the ground side than on the ship side. Nice thinking, Miss Otohime. Huh. You really think that I will let you escape? Your small, feeble ship is a... What is this? This is... Chamasu, look! From inside the turtle, there's a light. It's... Wait, that light. It was the light from before. It's the star that guides us, chat. You've taken thy jewel, your treasure, the jewel tide, and no, you. Who are you? Really? Activation of Holy Scripture. That's, isn't that a servant? Is that really a servant? Yep. I'm pretty sure that's Azumi-no-Isora. That's Mr. Isobe? But it's currently flying. And it's so bright. How is this possible? Ah. A god, sunk deep within the seaside, has finally shown to the surface of water, and now shown to the sky. I see. I know what it is now. You are... So, that's who you really were all along. Azumi-no-Isora. Teacher Alamaloid, you know something? Of course. Isora. Well, to be honest with you, Isora, he's... Even the Empress, even the, what was it? Yeah. Even Empress Jingu, right? When Empress Jingu called upon all the gods, he was the one that was not shown himself. That's what it said in the legends. I've told you this before, right? But it's in technicality, it wasn't because it was shameful of its own looks or its pitiful features. It was most likely she invited the gods during the autumn time. Huh? Autumn time, you say? What does autumn have to do with any relations with what we are... I bet Empress Jingu had to wait quite a long time for him to come by. After all, he will always hide himself at summer. And at the crack of autumn, he would always show his face. And then when it's at the coldest, when the sky is at the darkest during winter, it will increase its shine. Shine brighter than any others. Of course, in legends, it will be explained as it would rise from the seashore. It would rise from the seawater itself. And in the very end, it will go back to the sea and sink to its slumber. That's what it was depicted back then. And I'm pretty sure the people of the old, the ancient ones that specially used boats back then, it was truly a god. It was truly a god watching over them. A deity that would look after them even at a time of darkness. It was a perfect roadmap that they would follow if things go awry. Azumi no Isora is a god of the sea, and simultaneously, it is a divinity and dignified god of the stars to the ancient people to lead the path. Wait. The god of the stars? Isora is... That's right. That cloth was not meant to hide such a ugly or pitiful face. It was to truly hide the magnificent shine that Isora himself would emit if those cloths were not in the way. Its brightness, its shineness, its star brightness. In the Egypt, they would call this star Soptet. In Chinese, it was the wolf of the heavens. It was even categorized as a creature that Orion has hunted down. It's the brightest star of all things during winter. It's called... Its star name is Sirius. Chee! It's the star of Sirius, chat. The glow of scorching. The Canis Majoris. The star of dog. Or wolf. Cyrus marked the flooding of the Nile in ancient Egypt, and dog days of the summer for the ancient Greeks. And in Polynesian, most in the southern hemisphere, the star marked the winter and was an important reference for their navigation around the Pacific Ocean. What the heck is this? We're flying. Hey, we're somehow flying here. What on earth is going on, me? What's the situation? Oh, wow. Isn't this crazy? We're really, truly acting like a star now, aren't we? Oh. Look. It seems that everybody has gathered around, all together in that little pile of speck over there. Miss Hibiki, if you can wave your hand at them over there, they might acknowledge you. Hey! Stop fooling around, idiot! Can you guys keep it quiet inside of my head, please? Oh, apologies, truly. Now, well. It seems that the enemy is on the seaside aboard, right underneath our eyes. And on top of that, it's a gigantic turtle that has swallowed us whole. However, we still have two sacred jewels within us. Do you know? Yeah, you should know how to use these by now, right? What do you mean? What are you trying to make us do? Hmm. Well, first and foremost, let me just break this apart, shall we? Oh, you're gonna part the sea? Are you gonna part the fucking sea? Hell yeah. What is this? What is he doing? Ugh. Yep, there it is. He ripped apart the sea. This is... Have you used the Jewel of Ebby? Ah! She cracked the sea open! But now that the land has risen up... Oh yeah, now that there is land that has rose up, Turtle's movement is completely stopped. What... What is exactly going on here? It says this is exactly as the legends foretold. Using the ebony shield, the Ebby, using the Ebby jewel, you were able to control the tide and able to create a pathway with inside the sea itself. But isn't Nagasaki's deepest waters about 20-meter plus? It says, how is this even possible? And how are you able to cut down that water to that measurement tight? These divine spirits, are they idiots? How rambunctiously powerful are they? Oh, I see. Then, hey, I'm counting on you two. You got this. There it is. As expected of store leader, his judgment is quite sharp. Please understand, because of the powers of the jewels, the connections to the gate of the Dragon Palace that he is looking for, 力を引き出せるだけ引き出して常用すればいい. It says, yeah, we can just ride it and then just enter it, no problem. Chika-chan, let's do this, okay? Keep the timing together with me. Me too? I got it! Starito? Is it marmalade? Marmalade, let's go! Starlit marmalade, baby. Essentially, it's the star of guidance that illuminates the perpetual night. If you want the actual translation there. Damn, fucking laser beam. Getting fucking lasered down. Are you serious? We defeated that gigantic monster! Man, Heisei era high school girls are sure wildin', huh? It's not just because of the command shield enhancement. No. Are they getting resupplied of magical replenishment from the Ages of the God era as well? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous and stupendous, but that's a crazy gamble. They're not gonna handle it. I know. Their Saintcraft is not gonna hold on any longer. We're gonna drop off the ship. We have to confirm this. We have to directly confirm his defeat. Everyone, please just wait a moment before you descend down there. That's... How? How could this be? Gods. I think we got a little too ahead of ourselves. To be perfectly honest with you, I think I'm at my limit. Well, we did push ourselves quite a lot there. We shouldn't have, but... Hey, I kind of want to get out of this form. How do I split off or something? I think you are, yeah, you and I wanting quite the same thing, but I believe we should wait just a little longer before we finish our transformation. After all, he who is against us is still remaining. What? He? What do you mean? Isora. So you did it again, huh? This is why anybody that has the ties to those dragon gods can never be underestimated. Mr. Umisachi-san. And the fact that even a little girl is able to pull off such amazing feat as before. Those shot that you have, the power that you've shown me was quite impressive indeed. Well done. With that, the grudge spirit that I had as a familiar is not even useful anymore. And it'll probably never be able to retain its form of a gigantic turtle ever again. It says, after that, all that will remain is the one that I have taken it upon thyself in my body to take care of the rest of this. Wait, even at this state, you're still willing to go on? Of course I will. The gate of my dragon palace is closed in front of me. However, I almost feel like my body is finally warmed up to this scenario. But it is quite shame. Your Saint Graph as well is few steps before disappearance as well. This battle, this final battle that we're about to have, might be quite the bore to some. Stop this fight! Oh. Miss Hibiki, Miss Hibiki-san and Miss Chikagi-san. You two alright? Store leader and everyone else. So んなに歯応えが欲しけりゃ、歯応えが欲しけりゃ、鳥間、うちらが付き合ってやんよ。It says if you want something worth of a fight, chew more than the bark, they say. We got you covered, Torima. Good. Good. This will be perfect. All of you fight in front of me and come at me with everything you've got. I, the Umisachi-hiko, the last, will pull off its last rambunctious ambition, its rampage, You will witness as I see it through. So we fought him. Ping, ping, ping. We fought him. But after the fight, now it's over. It's over, Umisachi-hiko. Oh! It's over, Umisachi-hiko. Take this! Well done. We won. Hey! We were able to defeat a divine spirit. A deity with just ourselves. Yeah! We did it, Merochi. We are awesome, aren't we? This is the power of friendship, they say. I do have doubts in that. I do have doubts in that commotion. Not, Mr. Umisachi. Do not worry. This time, even my legs won't have enough strength to get me back up. When it comes to battle and feeling of the fight, things must be the way it needs to be, like this. This should be gifted upon the winners, who have done valiantly up to this far to claim its prize. Do what you must, however you like. It's the Grail! It was truly a good fight. Made my hearts flutter and dance with excitement. And on top of all that, I've lost. I've no regrets left in this location ever now than never. My goodness. Getting cursed on top of waterboarding? Attacked through water side? Ah, wait. 全く呪われた挙句に水攻めなんぞ。あんな情けない負け法は二度と勘弁だからな。やっぱりあれだよな。なあ、これは興味深いんで聞いとくんだけど、あんた。So essentially, okay, so yeah, essentially what Umisachiko is saying that once again getting cursed and getting attacked on water side, or aka, attack on water, getting lost, to lose in such a pathetic place and pathetic side like this, I never want to feel it ever again. And so Elamaloid II asks, hey, so it's like that, right? Mr. Umisachiko. As a curiosity, I would like to ask of you, do you still hate or harbor any grudges towards your little brother? No. Why do you ask? What? What do you mean? Didn't he, curse you and use the jewel that he's got to make situation unfair or something? If you want to be a winner, you would do everything in the possibility to grasp victory. Isn't that natural? In the end, he has won, and I was not the victor. All you need to know is that. But I suppose one thing that I do regret is that I was not able to go all out against him. And on top of that, my little brother could have felt the same way too, in that matter. However, if we would have gotten one more time, all out, with no charades, I probably won by far. This Mr. God is quite annoying. Not, you can't say that, Nagiko. That's perfectly fine the way you are, Miss Umisachi-san. Hey. Oh, wait, Teacher Boruboru? I thought you got eaten by the turtle. Were you able to be free when Iwabune, aka the gigantic turtle, has dissipated? Were you let go? I'm glad that you're okay and all, but how? Thank you, Mr. Umisachi-san. You used the Grail's power to specifically protect me and my girl Ine, didn't you? You say such harsh things. However, sir, I might say, you are too kind to us humans. Umi! It's a seashore. Now stop. Do not say things that you don't mean. And how many times must I tell you? These little warm-hearted, soft-hearted crap is not what I prefer. And, in hypothetical, even if it may be, killing my owner, or my summoner, would make me not able to sleep comfortably at night. The only reason that I saved you was merely as simple as that. He's a tsundere. What the hell is that? A great battle nonetheless, sir, Mr. Umisachi-san. In the end, no matter what you might be, you are definitely the man of the sea that I can respect and admire. The fact that I was not able to overcome such things as I might be a failure of a master. However, sir, it was honor. It was my honor. It is my honor to make. It is my honor to be able to summon someone amazing as you as a servant. I see. I suppose it wasn't bad after all, huh? If you were to summon me one more time, I suppose I wouldn't mind answering your call. Wait. Hey. That's a no on that, alright? Master Siebel, Miss Otohime-san, thank you. I quite have made you do a lot of things, all on your own. Has any change happened to Miss Otaku-san? No. Please do not worry. Currently, she is at home, waiting for you two to return, safely. Ah, excellent. Dots. Miss, Otohime-san. Can you come with me later to apologize to her together? Well, I think I would decline that offer, sir. Well, with that said, Hibiki, no. Right now you're serious, aren't you? You used the Ebony Jewel's power to rip and crack open the sea, didn't you? Yep, sure did. The sea. I do not want it to make it uneasy any longer. I don't want its cycle to be paused or interrupted any further. So if you could, please, return to sea the way it was. I I would like to stay here in the depth. You all go to your ships and return home safely. Huh? What is he saying all of a sudden? You're. If we turn back the dial on the sea, aren't you gonna drown? I guess you're a servant, so you'll be fine? No. I'll probably drown. Ever since I've taken this curse, I've now become a god that technically would drown in the sea. What a pathetic story, I suppose. I don't know how much of a value Umisachi-hiko, who can't even stand in water, can be. But no matter what I am, in the end, I'm a man who lived and died at the sea. And so if the time ever were to come, once again, to be reborn or reincarnated as this servant, if I am having my end once more, then my only option is once again to be buried in or drowned by the sea. Wait, just a moment. We're not gonna just let you, off yourself and leave me alone and we say, yes, sir, you know? Now, don't go saying things like that. After all, there's not much time left. Uh, um, let's go, Chika-chan. We have to send everybody back to the ship safely, you know? Mr. Umisachi. Hmm. I I don't think you're a bad god after all, sir. You would always make me. Yeah, you always ruin and mess up my mood. Now go forth. Leave me be. Seabolt. Yes. What can I do for you, Umisachi-san? A child. On your back. You say she was named Ine, correct? Oh, damn, he actually gave the blessing of the gods. That's actually awesome. I hope she grows quite strong. I hope she grows strong. せいぜい強く育て. I hope she grows strong and powerful. What should I do? Yosokusaika. How do you say it at a time like these? An unneeded bother? Words of whisper that might not do anything? A safety precaution, eh? Anywho, it's a blessing. Gladly take it. Oh, buh, 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 buh. Thank you, Mr. Umisachi-hiko. And goodbye. Amazing God. Amazing Sir God that I met in a foreign land. We're back home, chat. Ah! And we have landed! I seriously feel like it's been quite a while since we were able to feel decent ground. Just don't say things rambunctiously out loud like that. It technically even hasn't been a day since we went out, you know? Yeah, under the sea and whatnot. Huh? Uh, Teacher! Oh, Otaku-san! I seriously has made you quite worried and... The sea! Oh god. Ah! Ouched! Oh shit! She landed a critical blow! How, yeah. Do you not understand how much I was worried about you? Do you understand the magnitude of worrisome that I was? Waiting all this time for you to return safely? And on top of that, teacher, you even brought Ide outside to this dangerous thing? My patience has grown tired, and now no longer I can stand still and let this slide any longer. Oh, I'm so sorry. Truly so sorry. Nagiko. What's that? No. I take back what I said before, too. I do feel like I finally was able to land on my feet to a stable ground on the surface side. Right? Everything's safe and sound, and we even got the Holy Grail. Other than that, we need to just return back to Cuttadale, right? Oh, I guess so. I suppose this is goodbye to you guys all, huh? Mysterious, isn't it? It was quite the minute singularity caused us nothing but trouble. But when the time has to come to where we have to return home, it is a little difficult to just walk away and leave. Store leader! Huh? Hibiki? What's wrong? We should have a celebration party. Like a congratulatory party. In order to celebrate in order to celebrate all of us able to solve this little incident. Yeah, we will be in charge of the cooking. Yeah, cooking and the preparation. So please sit down and enjoy the festivities. Right, Miss Otohi? That's. Are you all right, Otohi? Miss Lord Protag. I have caused every single one of you a great trouble and pain. I know this is not my say to, or I do not have the right to say this out loud like this, but please, and it's a selfish request, but please, just for this night, can you be able to stay a little longer with us? Your amazing efforts. If we can thank you with all our efforts combined to create this celebration. Of course! We did promise, didn't we? We'll make candy together. Of course. Yes. Let us make candy together. You and I, our first cooperation, our first is it co-ed? What's the word? What's the word? What's the husband and wife maneuver? It's our first maternal activity called love. There's some misinterpretation in there, but cohabitation, not cohabitation. I guess it is cohabitation, right? No, it's like husband and wives. Like, you know, when you cut the cake together, that's their first. What is it's like their first joint? I think it's like joint operation. I suppose is the terminology. Essentially, we're gonna be making candy, but Otohime makes it sound like we're gonna be doing a lot more than making candy in the name called love. Then if that's the case, we can't stand here any longer. We're going to buy up all the shop around us and just please don't use my shop, crocodile. Please. If you're going to need a celebration, use my manor. Use my place as you see fit. He says everybody gathers, with everyone's feelings crammed in one location and have a festivity. A wonderful time that only lasts a mere moment. Maternal? I think so. Matrimonial? Yeah. Matrimonial. Yeah, that one. Matrimonial. Yes, that word. I do wish if we could join this fun party as well. Mr. Siebel. And tomorrow I will take sail as well, once more. This will be our final night. I suppose I would love for all of us to spend it with a smile on our face. Anna? Hey, where's Chikachi? Speaking of, where is she? Well, Chika-chan right now is got seasick, and because she got seasick, she's on the ground over there. I gotcha. Last to the very end, you guys were never acted like servants. You guys are almost like all the festivities and the parties, chat. Yippee. Hip hip. Teacher, I'm going to ask you a weird question, so please do not laugh, okay? Of course. What can ask me away, Otaku-san? I feel like, teacher, the way you, who you are now, I feel like it's not the teacher that I know at all. I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to live longer life from tomorrow, the day after that, few decades even, and did you return to us after all this time? Me and to Ine's place? I feel like essentially she's saying that you feel more futuristic, right? You feel like you've had decades of experience. Dots. Why do you think that? We spend together. A long time after all. I suppose you could say it's a woman's intuition. I suppose. The fact that you were always constantly you were always pushing the responsibility of Ine towards me, but now look at you, all all her by yourself. It It's almost as if you're trying to reclaim for a lost time. That's what it looks like from what I see. Perhaps that may be true. You have taken one. You have successfully. You have successfully answered the right question. Otaku-san, I am teacher. Then please, can I hear about it? A story after you return to your homeland? Could you just tell me one more time that were we able to meet each other ever again? Yes. Yes. Of course. Of course we did. I will once again return to this country. But in order for that happen, it would take quite the long time. Truly, for us, it would feel a very, very long time. But no. I'm glad that I was able to ask that question and get the answer. If I didn't know the answer, perhaps I would probably live the rest of my life in agony or confusion or regret. But if that day is now for sure to be known to come, no matter what happens to me, no matter what happens from here on out, I'm pretty sure that I'm able to move forward and live on till that moment comes. That is what I know for certain. But those words, the things that we've done here will all be forgotten, you know? Well, do you really think that I'll forget about you, teacher? No. Otaku-san. You were always kind of that lady. You were a fine woman. And I almost made you cause another trouble that you needed to change of me once more. I finally understand what it truly the meaning of a beautiful and a peaceful country is. That is you. Alright? How do I spell Siebel? Bum 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 bum. My lady, Kusumoto. Taki, you were my beautiful and peaceful country, my dear. Where you are, to me, was that ideal location after all. Teacher? Are you going away on a very faraway place again. Yes. Otaku-san, I believe it is time for me to part ways. For now. So, please, while I am a bit away, take care of yourself and your body. Until that day comes where we are able to see each other once more. Please take good care of Ine for me. Essentially, he gave her the baby. Blah, blah! Teacher Boroboru, do you think Boroboru Seabolt returned home, perhaps? I hope he didn't make Miss Taki cry. All three of them were able to meet each other in the 30 years later from now, huh? Is it... Are you sure that's going to happen? Did we not mess anything up, like change history and they'll never able to meet each other again, or something? The complete restoration of this minute singularity should be already completed. I believe now it's just history needs to move accordingly all on its own, and it'll be back on its track. On top of that, because of that, we can't stay here forever either. Because everything, including this place, will return to everything as it should be soon enough. I see. I kind of wanted to eat some champon or udon on a plate while I was here, but what are you talking about? They never had that in this era or time period. Mitochondriac? If you think about it, you would know. Oh yeah, if you think about it, if you think about it a little and use a little bit of brain power, you would know this. You mitochondriac. What? Hey! You sad piece of shit, God! Before you disappear, we'll settle this once and for all! Do you really think your physical attack can harm me? You must have forgotten that I'm just a hologram here. Ah! This dirty bastard! Chika-chan. Mr. Isora. Don't stop me, Hibiki. Today's the day. I'm sick and tired of him. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him and... That's not what I was going for. Hear me out. Okay? Hey! That... Yuta. Stand up, crocodile. Make sure there is no... there's no trash or evidence left behind. Make sure this place is squeaky clean, crocodile. Crocodile!生残り終でございます。ミスタープロタグ様、このまま御場所になって、よよよ。It says, it is quite saddening that you'll be returning home, Master Protag. The fact that you'll be leaving me like this, tears. Miss Otohime, thank you for everything. You've really been a wonderful person. And thank you for helping wherever you could. How about this as a wonderful idea? Using the Holy Grail that you've just obtained, use its power to stay in this place together with me. Isn't that a great idea? We can open up a small store together, just the two of us, and live happily ever after. How many children should we get? I believe we should get enough children to create our own idol group. Um, that's impossible. In a lot of ways, I'm sorry, it can't happen. Yes, I know. It's all a joke after all. Please don't take it seriously. After all, once you've returned home to Karudea, I believe the real Miss Kiyohime is waiting for you, correct? Please tell her from the bottom of my heart, thank you for letting me use her Saint Graph. If you could, please. And with that on top of it, for my sake as well, make sure you take care of Miss Kiyohime for me. Okay? Das. It says, I do care for her, but I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Okay? Oh my goodness. Silly Master Protag. I think, at a time like this, you know you can tell a white lie. 私はこういう時くらいは嘘を言っても良いと思うのですよ。At a time like this, I think it's best. At a time like this, I think you can tell a lie to make a girl feel good. Don't you think? Ah, well, that was unexpectedly faster than I anticipated. Goodbye, crocodile! Where are we going, crocodile? You're going to your sister's, okay? You're going to see the head sister, and you're gonna be its minion. Good luck, crocodile soldiers. That's a shark. Just don't get turned into little sisters. Where are you guys going? Hold up! Y'all just evaporated. Well, Master Protag, this truly is a goodbye now. In a picture book, in any of the folktale stories, if you read it, Otohime's appearance will be there anytime. But please understand that this adventure, in this journey, the Otohime that you see here is the only Otohime that is truly yours. Please remember that, okay? This Kyo's better than our girl? Listen, she's our girl. Hey, you know? Did you miss me while I was gone? That's. My goodness. Can't leave you for a second, can't I? Can't do anything on your own. You silly thing. But you're all good now, aren't you? Yes. I am. I'm all right by myself. Yep. Good. Yuta. I. Well. Where we both are going. I'm pretty sure we're going to two different places. Separated forever. I don't think I'll ever meet you ever again. But. I. I have to go there. I think it's for the best. Isora. You just be you, alright? Goodbye, Yuta. Goodbye, Isora. welcome back. Uh, uh, um, did did everything go well with your g- goodbye? I think for me, I think I did a pretty well done job, if I do say so myself. You're happy that you were able to meet her one more time, right? Of course. So, I know it's silly, but who was she in the very end? She wasn't like a ghost or anything, or wandering and whatnot, so what is she? I think, if I'm correct, she should be the one that got consumed when the gate was open when that gigantic turtle it should be her that opened the gate that consumed it together with that gigantic turtle. When the seal was released by Umisachi-hiko, I think she was able to temporarily get out of that dimension as well for a momentary. I'm pretty sure it was the same substance as those grudge compiled together, accumulated. It was something that would dissipate in this world as the time went on. It was a well, in the end, it doesn't matter what it is or who it was. I know who it was, and I was able to say my goodbyes. That's enough for me. With that said, Miss Hibiki and Miss Chikagi, I believe this is our goodbye as well, with me. Nanu? Uh, um, wait. Aren't we your, Persuado servant? So, are we fired? Not exactly, ma'am. I'm just saying that this will probably be my last time showing my appearance like this in this hologram style. Please understand that this outfit was just all irregular, and at the very least, I am someone who shouldn't be out in the open like this all the time. I'm more of a deity watching over your guys' back while you two work as my servants and persuados. So, um, I I'm gonna miss you if we can't even talk like this anymore. Please do understand. Even if you can't see me, nor hear my voices, please understand that I am constantly with you two. Always. And using you two as a catalyst, or I should say, through you two, I will be learning more about the outside world and what it's like. To be honest, you're with me everywhere, anytime. It's kind of creepy. It says, yeah, but so what? It's a rotten fate. Binded by so, with some silly gimmicks after all. Please, for the sake of myself, and you as well, stay true to yourself forever, okay? So, with that said, see you next time, I suppose. It was very light, wasn't he? Knowing him, he'll probably pop up out of nowhere and say, surprise! He's always like that. I'm not worried about it at all. Well, now that everything is in order, thinking back about this whole thing, I I gotta say things have gotten quite messy, haven't they? This for you know a persuado for the god, a vessel retainer for them and whatnot. I think it's way too much for some commoner folk like me. you know, to me, I think I like this a bit. After all, we're two in one set of a servant. We're always together, and we'll always represents one servant. Meaning that if we were ever to be called upon, we'll come in as a set. After all, if it's just two of us together, I think there's nothing we can be afraid of. You know, I think you're too luck. Yeah, I think you're a little too. Yeah, I think you're a little too go high lucky for your own good. I'm always worried about you, you know. But I suppose you're right. This is what you call rotten. Yeah, this is a rotten fit. Unbinded. Can't get rid of us that easy, huh? Otto. It seems our time has come too. Well, with that said, everyone, thank you very much for taking care of all of us. Not a problem, young ones. Hmm. Thanks for taking care of us as well. It was a mutual thing. Uh, um, hey, I got this thought while we were doing all this, so let me just say it out loud. You guys are servants, right? And you guys are technically famous people from the time. Who are you two, really? I ain't telling you shit. Go home. Why? Me too. I suppose if you two truly knew my name or who I am, you'll probably be disappointed. In more ways than one, I suppose. If you really want to know about it, I'll tell you when I'll tell you when we see each other once more. Aight? So see you soon, Chikachi and Hibikichi. Until next time, Miss Nagiko. And you too, Mr. Waver. I'll see you soon as well. Yeah. Perhaps one day we will meet. But when that time comes, perhaps I might look a little different from before, though. I heard if you want to grow taller, you should be drinking milk, alright? You didn't hear it from me. That is a fraud! That's not true! I'm not talking about my height here! And take care of yourself, too, store leader. Yeah, I will. Will we be able of use? In any way? Of course you are. Thanks for coming in, guys. I'm glad you guys were here. And I'm glad. Well, I suppose it was fun hanging out with you and all. You know? To be perfectly honest, I think if store leader didn't come around and help us out, I think we would have been selling dumpling on a stick forever. Hey, don't talk about scary reality that could have been a thing. And yeah, I'm not gonna push this topic too much, but uh, you know, you you have it rough too, right? Just make sure to call upon us anytime, whenever you need help. Okay? Don't hesitate. We got you covered. Are you sure? Of course. We're friendly enough that we know each other that there's no holding back, alright? Yep. It says, I'll truly summon you. You guys are welcome anytime, okay? I see. Isn't that exciting, Chika-chan? So, with that said, goodbye, Mr. Store Leader, Nagiko-san, and Weber-kun. I hope to see each other. I hope to see you all again soon.